All right. What's going on, everybody? Good evening, and welcome back to Plug Talk. Uh, Hope everyone's doing well. We're not going to waste any time today. We're going to hop right into it. We got a huge slate to cover, a lot of ground to cover. So I want to get started kind of like right away. Give you guys a little recap of yesterday. It was a good day. Um, I had one VIP play. It sadly it didn't hit, but that's okay. We move on to today. We still had a huge winning day yesterday. I gave out a couple free lottos in the NHL and we smacked a really big one. We smacked a plus 450, plus 1400. So that really made our night great, especially with only having one VIP play. So we won big last night. So looking to continue to roll that into today. The board is huge today. I mean, NBA is rocking, NHL is huge. We are not covering the NHL sadly today, but I do have plays in it. If you guys are in my Discord, you guys can find my NHL plays in the free channel. We do have a couple lottos tonight. I have a straight better two for the NHL. We are going to cover college basketball, NBA, college football, and we are also going to cover the NFL in this show as well. I believe Cali Wagers is going to join us for the one NFL game and the one college football game later in the show to close us out. So I'll get him in here towards the end of the show. Um, what else did I want to say to y'all? The Christmas giveaway. Yeah, I'll say this again in the middle of the show when we get more people in here. But for people that don't know, if you go onto my Twitter, you'll see a post on my Twitter. Actually, I'm about to go post it to my Twitter right now and leave it on there for the next 7 days. So I'm doing a giveaway each day, all the way up until Christmas. It's not big, it ain't nothing like extravagant, but it's still cool and it's for people who join Plug Talk. So all you have to do is retweet the Plug Talk post every day. Um, and you have to obviously be following the Outlet Sports Ventures Twitter page. It's the outlet underscore SV on Twitter. Follow that and obviously join my show. At the end of each show, I'm going to pick one person each day up to the next 7 days that retweeted the post. And that person will pick a number 1 to 7, right? And you pick and whatever number you pick is the prize you get. You can win $5, $10, $15, or actually it might be 10, 15, 20. I believe I put on there. Then you can win your favorite sports coffee mug, whatever your favorite team is. Let me know, and I'll send you an Amazon gift of a coffee mug of your favorite team, a baseball hat, right, of your favorite team. It don't have to be baseball. It could be NBA, football, but I'll send you a cap, and 6 months of VIP. So them prizes are going to be numbered 1 through 7. I'll pick a winner each day. You send me a number, whatever number is attached to that prize, that's the prize you will receive. So we're doing 7 days of giveaways for Plug Talk. All you have to do, retweet the post each day to be picked for that day. And you could be picked twice each day. It just depends. Whoever falls on the spinning thing. So if you retweet it every 7 days and you're following the Outlet Sports Ventures on Twitter, I mean, shit, you could win all 7. You know what I mean? I highly unlikely, but you could. So we are doing 7 days of giveaways. All you have to do is just simply retweet the post I put out. Make sure you're following the Outlet SV on Twitter. The Outlet, it's called the Outlet underscore SV on Twitter. Make sure you're following that account and make sure you join Plug Talk and retweet the post, and you have a chance to win. So I'll pick someone every night, and then I'll DM you, and we'll go through the process then. So make sure you guys go and hit that retweet. I'm about to go over to my Twitter page right now and post it, pin it to my page. So you guys have no trouble finding the post. All right, so it's posted up on my page. All you have to do is go to my Twitter page. It is the post that's pinned there to the top of my page. All you have to do is retweet that post. Make sure you're following the Outlet Sports Ventures on Twitter, the Outlet underscore SV on Twitter, and join the show. And you'll have a chance to win. I'll pick someone at the end of the show every night, all the way up until Christmas. Um, so let's get started, man. Like I said, yesterday was another good day. We're just on fire right now, man. We're making good money. We're sitting like some fat cats. So let's keep on killing it, man. Hopefully you guys tailed me on the Dadanov goal scorer last night. That was awesome. Plus 475. And Jamie Ben assist at a plus 160, all hit on one play. So that was awesome. The first time we talked about NHL in almost 2 weeks, and we absolutely crushed it. So but we are skipping NHL tonight. We got too much other stuff to talk about. So let's jump right into it. I'm starting with basketball first, and then we're ending with football. So let's get into some of these college games. Today's college card sucks. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I do not like today's college card at all. Love the NBA slate. Absolutely am in love with the NBA slate tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. And I do kind of like the college. I do kind of like the NFL tonight as well. I think it's going to be an extremely boring game, but I do think it's good to have it mixed up in there as well. All right, so I think all of our money is going to be made in the NBA tonight, hands down. All right, so we got Charleston Southern taking on North Alabama at 7 o'clock. This is where we're starting. Let's get right into it. So we got Charleston Southern getting 9.5 points. We got North Alabama laying 9.5, and we got a total of a 148.5, slightly favored to the under. North Alabama is coming in as a big favorite for obvious reasons. I mean, this is a really good North Alabama team. If you guys haven't been paying attention, I'm shocked to see this team laying this many points. To be fair, I don't know if they should be. This is a newer team with not much experience. Are they playing good? Yes, man, they are playing good. But we got to North Alabama is one of the better teams in the A Sun. Like they have a really good chance at actually winning the A Sun this year, if you ask me. I just feel like we never see this program ever as a favorite like this. You know what I'm saying? Especially not against a team like Charleston Southern. Like, we don't know how this team is going to react laying this big of a number. I don't think they're capable of it. Charleston Southern has played the much tougher schedule. In my opinion, this is a big step down game for Charleston Southern, and we're getting 9.5 points with them. Right now, North Alabama is just way too overrated at this price. I do think that, Charleston Southern, it's just facts. I mean, they're ranked 74th in D1 hoops for the toughest schedule. So their strength of schedule ranked 74th in D1 hoops. They have a ginormous rebound advantage in this game. And I can also say this is a really good letdown spot for North Alabama. We just seen them win a huge game against East Carolina. That was a huge upset. And they're coming off of that game, coming into this one, laying 9.5 points. I can't do it, man. This has Charleston Southern written all over it. All the things that I like to back, man, is leaning on Charleston Southern here. I'm taking the 9.5. I was actually shocked to see this number. Maybe North Alabama really is built like that. I haven't paid that much attention to them to know if they really are built like that. Their numbers don't really suggest it, to be fair. Their rebounding numbers aren't great. Their backcourt ain't that great. They are a really good shooting team. They play the fundamentals pretty well. I just don't think that laying 9.5 is too much of an ask for this team, especially after coming off such a big win. So I like Charleston Southern here to start our day. Um, Moving on to the next game, we got Buffalo taking on Georgia. These are all 7 o'clock games. This is where, if I were to say there's good games in college basketball to make money on tonight, they are in the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock slate. So you got Buffalo playing Georgia. Buffalo's coming in as a huge underdog in this game, man. Buffalo is getting 27 points in this game. Georgia's laying 27. We got a total of 140, 147 and a half. It's favored to the over. I mean, in my opinion, I mean, it's big Georgia here. I mean, there's no other way to go. This is a big, nasty number, and I get it, but we have cashed on Georgia a couple times this year. We have not even considered Buffalo. You know what I mean? This year, we haven't. I mean, until now, and I think now we should fade them. Um, we did see them cover. We did see them cover who they St. Bonaventures. They were an 18-point dog. They lost by 10. That was their one big cover this year that I can kind of compare to this game. But that is still comparing apples and oranges because they're playing Georgia tonight. So I can't even really take that into too much consideration. That honestly, that was the first time because St. Bonaventure was a perfect record against the spread until they played Buffalo. Buffalo covered the spread and then made them undefeated, made St. Bonaventure undefeated against the spread. So that was kind of a big deal for them. But that was Buffalo's last. No, no, no. Yeah, it was. That was Buffalo's last game. The reason why it looks so weird is because Buffalo has not played in 2 weeks. That's why it looks so weird. Buffalo has not played a single game since then, and that game was back 2 weeks ago. So Buffalo is coming in extremely rested. But is that a bad thing or a good thing? I'm not really sure. 2 weeks is a long time not to be on the court, and on top of it, you're playing Georgia on the road. So I don't know, man. This just looks like a Georgia spot, up and down. Georgia has played a tough schedule. Um, they have played a really tough schedule, and the only loss they took was a neutral site game to Marquette. Like I said, we have backed Georgia quite a few times this year, and they have not done us wrong. I don't see no reason to back off of them here. Um, I do think that loss to Marquette on a neutral site is a respectable loss. Like I don't really hold that over Georgia's head. Another huge advantage that Georgia has in this game is rebounding. Buffalo is one of the worst offensive rebounding teams in the entire country, where Georgia is one of the best defensive rebounding teams in the country. So they have a huge advantage there. That's going to give them a ton of second chance looks. I like Georgia in this game. We're going to lay the chalk, man. We got Oakland taking on Cleveland State. You got Oakland laying 2 points. You got Cleveland State getting 2 points. This line has completely flipped, and I am fucking pissed that I missed my. I knew to take this game last night when I was doing my notes. I knew it, and I didn't do it. So Oakland was actually an underdog in this game, man, by 2.5 points, and I didn't pull the trigger. I was so pissed when I seen this line today. So Oakland is now a 2 point favorite. Cleveland State is a 2 point underdog. Oakland opened up as the dog, and I knew to take them last night. I wrote on here that I was giving y'all Oakland today as the dog. Oakland was going to be my dog of the day today, but I had to call it off because they're now a favorite, and I had to end up doing an NFL prop as my dog of the day because I didn't have nothing else to give unless I went into the NBA. So I just ended up doing an NFL prop as my dog of the day. So the line is completely flipped, man. Oakland is now a minus 130 on the money line. Cleveland State is now a plus 110, and we got a total of a 128. I'm still gonna rock with Oakland here. Oakland has not been on our radar this year at all. Because this program decided to play an extremely tough schedule this year. Um, and I didn't like it. So we knew Oakland had a good year last year, right? I mean, Oakland did what? They beat Kentucky in the first round, right? As a 14 seed in the big dance. Oakland was a decent team. The problem is they didn't bring back a lot of players from that team. Now they still have a extremely good coach in Greg Campy. Like, he's fucking awesome. He's the whole reason why that team got to where they were at last year. But he couldn't bring anyone back from that team this year. And they scheduled an extremely tough schedule this year. If you go look at their schedule, Oakland's schedule is ridiculous. And that's why you see the record they have now. They are actually they have played the 12th toughest schedule in the country. They have played the fourth toughest schedule in the country when it comes to non conference play. That is how serious this Oakland schedule has been. And that is why we have faded Oakland. Well, not faded them. We just stayed away from the Oakland games all year. And it's funny that we're actually backing them here because just last game, which was not yesterday, it was on Tuesday, I gave out Michigan State team total over the 75 and a half. It wasn't way too low. They actually had it priced well. I thought it was way too low. They ended up scoring 77 and they played Oakland. So we kind of faded Oakland in a way there. But when I seen Oakland as a dog in this game, Oakland actually looked okay against Michigan State. And as a dog in this game, I love them. As a favorite now, I'm kind of iffy. I still think we take Oakland. I think they win this game outright. I thought they were going to win it outright as a dog. I just don't like the movement. I'm kind of praying that this movement is coming from sharp money, meaning someone, not the public, put a massive bet on Oakland as an underdog and flip the line. I'm hoping we're not on a public play here, but I like Oakland on the money line at a minus 130. I feel like this team has not been playing well, but they are much better than what the record suggests. This is a huge step down spot. Cleveland State is way overrated in my eyes. I don't like really much of anything I've seen from Cleveland State. Oakland has played the much tougher schedule. They are much better coached. And, this team has talent on the team. We just yet have really not seen it because it's blinded because they're playing such a tough schedule. But them playing that tough schedule really helps them in games like this when they're playing a team like Cleveland State. So I'm going to take Oakland here on the money line at a minus 130. Really mad at myself that we missed the window as getting them as plus money. But hey, what can you do, man? Um, Next game we got UT Martin taking on Morehead State. This probably could have been one of my other dogs of the day, but I am extremely scared of UT Martin. Today's card is ugly, man. I mean, today's college basketball card is just ugly. I'm just going down the list, literally. We have not skipped one game yet. That's how bad this card is. So UT Martin, man, we're getting 5 points with UT Martin. Morehead State is at home laying 5 points. We got a total of 144. It's locked up on both sides. UT Martin at a plus 185. Morehead State at a minus 225. So this UT Martin team, man, could be, honestly, could be the craziest team in all of D1 basketball. I mean, I just do not understand this team. I love them because they are just a funny team. So first game UT Martin played was against Southern Illinois as a huge underdog, and they beat them outright. Right? We literally just seen this UT Martin team play Tennessee. They got blown out. They only scored 35 points. I just don't understand this team. So this team is literally like I don't want to say the rejects of D1 basketball, but bro, they have subdivision players from every D2 team you could think of on this team. They just took a whole bunch of subdivision players from subdivision teams and put them into UT Martin and just was like, let's play ball. And it's crazy because this team, I really see I really see like hope here. Like this team is a good shooting team. They are going to shoot threes no matter what, yo. They are going to put up threes. And this is where it hurts with this team because we seen them like in that game against Corpus Christi, right? They played Corpus Christi. they put up almost 33s. They hit like 19 of them. And that was an extremely, extremely close game. They ended up taking Corpus Christi, which is a way better, quote unquote, way better team than UT Martin. They ended up taking them to overtime and ended up losing. But the difference in that game and the difference in their game in Southern Illinois is their threes were falling. If this team threes are falling, they are a very, very dangerous team. But when they're not, they are a team that can only score 35 points, like they did versus Tennessee. So this is the problem with UT Martin. We're getting 5 points with them here against, in my opinion, a below average Morehead State. I do think that the shot quality, the ability, the fundamentals, I do think they're all there to make UT Martin a very dangerous underdog. But I just don't know if the experience is there enough for us to consistently back this team. I just can't. But Morehead State, luckily, they're not that great at defending the perimeter. I will say Morehead State is the better team, obviously. Um, they are better coached, but I still do believe that this is just a little too many points for us to take a gamble. UT Martin is going to put up the threes. Morehead State don't have the best perimeter defense. I mean, UT Martin could, their threes start landing and they could run away with this game and win this game outright. So I do think the value is on UT Martin here. I know everybody likes Morehead, but I like my money a little more. So I'm going to go with UT Martin here at the plus 185. All right, let's go with UC Irvine and Belmont in this game. So we got UC Irvine taking on Belmont. Again, guys, not the prettiest game. Not a game I'm running to the window to bet. But it's still on our list here. I mean, we're getting 2 points with Belmont. UC Irvine laying two. I think UC Irvine is extremely underrated, but they're not an underdog in this spot, and that's where we've been making money with UC Irvine is in the underdog role. And to see them favored here on the road is a little iffy to me, but I think it's right. I do. I think they're one of the more better. I think they're a really good mid-major team. I really do. I think they are. They're playing good ball. And getting them at a minus 130 ain't terrible. This is one of the more harder games on the board. Because Belmont is 9-2. UC Irvine is 9-1. The line really has not moved at all. It opened up at a 2.5. I mean, I don't know, man. I kind of like Belmont here. I think it's going to be Belmont plays a. They don't. The problem with UC Irvine, they're coming off of a loss against Oregon State, right? And that was kind of like a step up game for them, and they lost. If you look at all of other of UC Irvine's wins, they don't really have any good wins. So they're 9-1. The one step up game they had, they lost. And now here you are playing another step up game, and you're favored. I just don't know if I can do it, man. I mean, Belmont is a high scoring offense, and I think that kind of goes against the style that UC Irvine likes to play. I think it could really make UC Irvine uncomfortable if Belmont controls pace of play in this game. So I'm going with Belmont as an underdog. I don't want to back UC Irvine as a favorite on the road. I just can't do it. I do think that UC Irvine defensively is the better team, and I do think that Belmont just matches up a little better than UC Irvine does in this spot, and we're getting plus money with them. So give me Belmont in this spot. Not my favorite game on the board, but really none of them are. So all right, next game we got New Orleans taking on Texas. Normally we do not talk about games like this. If this was a bigger card, a bigger college basketball card, and I had more games to pick from, guys, we wouldn't even look at this game. New Orleans is getting 34 points and Texas is laying 34. We got a total of a 149 here, locked up on both sides. So at least we're not laying 34 points with a total at a 125. You know what I mean? They're actually giving us a little bit of wiggle room here. So looking at New Orleans here, man, getting 34 points, I just can't do it. I mean, this is a game that Texas can score probably 100 points in. Um, you look, this is just a lot of points, man, but no way do we back them here. New Orleans is not a good team. We just seen New Orleans get absolutely dog walked. I mean, they got dog walked by Iowa. They it was let me see. It was 57 to 104, bro. 57 to 104. And then you want to add a little more salt to the cut here. Texas just absolutely beat the living dog shit out of Pine Bluff. Texas scored 121 points. Pine Bluff scored 57. Ending score was 121 to 57. That was both of their last games. So New Orleans got beat by like 80 points. Or not 80 points. They got beat by like 40 points. And then uh you got Texas who just beat Pine Bluff by like 60 points. So the middle here would say, okay, Texas can do that again. I like Texas here. There's no way around it. Texas is going to smash the boards. And what did we see Texas do in that Pine Bluff game? Texas dropped almost 35 3-pointers in that game. They scored, they hit 15 of them. And I think they do the same exact thing in this game. Texas is not known to be a three-point shooting team, but when they play these teams like this, they have the opportunity to work on that shit, and that's what they do. I mean, that last game against Pine Bluff, they put up 30 something threes, bro. 15 of them landed. They are going to do the same thing tonight. And if they do that, they absolutely are going to run away with this game. I want to go look at Texas's team total real quick. 91 and a half, give me it. I'm taking it. Texas team total 91 and a half. I think Texas drops 100 points tonight. All right. Let's move on to the NBA. The NBA is going to be cooking tonight. I am absolutely in love with this NBA slate, y'all. I think there's a lot of good opportunities tonight. I think there's a lot of good chances for us to make money. It's just picking your spots and picking your battles, man. Just pick your battles where it benefits you. You don't have to bet every game. This slate is humongous. It's not an easy one, but it gives you enough room where you can really pick your battles, guys. And that's exactly what I advise y'all to do. Pick your battles, man. So the first game we got on the board tonight, we have. I bet it'll actually help if I go to the NBA slate on DraftKings, right? All right, we got OKC taking on the Magic. Extremely tough game for me. One thing I love, and you guys know it, is I love OKC. But another thing I love in the NBA this year is I love the Magic at home. I love the Magic at home. So here we got the Magic getting 6.5 points. OKC is laying 6.5 points. Here's another crazy thing. We got a total at a 209. A 209. And we're getting 6.5 points with the Magic. This game screams Magic. I love the under in this game. This could be a VIP play for me. I love the under. I mean, I know it's set at a 209 and it's risky, but think about it, man. Let's be real. We have two of the best defensive teams in the whole NBA playing tonight. OKC is number one in points allowed, right? So OKC is number one in points allowed. The Magic are number two in points allowed, meaning they don't give up points at all. Both teams play slow basketball. The Magic give up the least field goal attempts in the NBA. and OKC is third on that list, meaning they give up the third least field goal attempts in the NBA. I mean, everything screams under here. And I'm sorry, if this is going to be an under game, then that is all the way in the Magic's favor as not only being at home, but being a 6.5 point underdog. And on top of it, you got to remember the OKC, man, they are on some tired ass legs. You just played two extra games in Las Vegas, right? If you're OKC, you are coming into this game beat up, tired, and now you got to play a super physical defense like the Orlando Magic on their home court. This is an incredibly bad spot for OKC. Like, I really do think that this is just an OKC game all the way. I mean, Magic game all the way. And the other part, and I know a lot of people don't like this, but I'm big on this kind of thing when it comes to the NBA and NFL. You guys got to remember, at the end of the day, this ain't no conspiracy shit. This is just business. At the end of the day, NBA, NFL, it's entertainment. Y'all got to realize that. It's entertainment, right? The Orlando Magic does not get a lot of TV time, meaning they are not a nationally broadcasted team, right? Orlando Magic are just not. They are not a nationally broadcasted team. And you better believe that they know this. It's talked about in their groups or whatever they do, their conferences, all that shit. It's talked about because at the end of the day, a team is a product that the NBA is putting out, right? And they only put out nationally broadcasted teams that can produce that product, right? Meaning the Celtics, OKC, teams like that, the Mavericks. So this game tonight is on TNT, nationally broadcasted, and the Magic are in it. This is a huge spot for them against a team like OKC. And you better believe they know that. So I'm just saying that shit plays into this NBA shit as well, guys. You got to think about that kind of stuff in games like this. And they're a huge underdog. Why? Because the public is going to be hammering the Thunder tonight. I don't think it's justified. I think the Magic could win this game outright, as crazy as it sounds. I mean, we've been talking about the Magic at home all year. This is where they play their best ball, hands down. And with the Thunder coming off them two extra games in Vegas, I think this is, if the Magic are ever going to win a game on national TV as a big underdog, this is their best shot. So I like the Magic here plus the points. My favorite play is the under in this game. So I like the under 209. I got it at a 210.5, but the minus 209 I still think is pretty comfortable. All right, next game we got the Pistons taking on the Jazz. You guys should already know where I'm at on this game. We do not back the Utah Jazz. The Jazz are a 4.5 point underdog in this game. They should be an 8 point underdog in this game. They are trash. They are one of the worst teams in the NBA, and it's not getting any better. We got a total of a 227.5. They're a plus 150 on the money line for the Jazz. The Pistons are a minus 180. I love that minus 180 as a parlay piece. I think we can lay the 4.5 and still be comfortable. I'm going to keep it like this. Go look at what the Jazz did in their last three games. That's all I'm going to say. Go look what they did in their last three games. They gave up more than 125 points to every team in their last three games. They are playing absolutely zero defense. So I like the Pistons team total, and I like the Pistons here. I love the Pistons money line as a parlay piece. I'm sure you could find some really good props for the Pistons in this game. Um, I mean, there's a couple guys I like. I guess I could. I don't. I don't know if I'm gonna give you all that one. I mean, y'all know I'm already looking at Kate Cunningham, but all right, we'll leave it at that. I'll give you Kate Cunningham. I think you could probably take his points 25 plus is at a minus 115. I mean, even if you just want to go look at his last few games, he's been getting it. But he against the Jazz, I mean, he's hit this in the last 4 games. He's hit 25 points or more in his last 4 games against the Jazz. So that falls right into it even more. So give me Kate Cunningham here. He's obviously a baller. And with the Jazz playing no defense right now, this is the perfect spot for a player like Kate Cunningham to have a humongous night. Next game we got the Hornets taking on the Wizards. So this game makes no sense to me. Absolutely no sense. It kind of scares me a little bit. So we are getting. I think the Wizards might be the worst basketball team that I have seen in my entire life, and I'm not even exaggerating. If you guys know a better team in any year for the last 26 years, please put it in the comments. If you guys know a team that's worse than the Wizards in the last 26 years, please put them in the comments because I would like to know. I would like to know. I cannot think of a team worse than the Wizards in the last 26 years. That's how bad this team is. And I'll stand on that shit. So, this is a really disrespectful line, in my opinion, to the Hornets. I get the Hornets are only 7-19 on the year. Okay? But come on, man. They got LaMelo Ball back. This is a game where Ball could literally put up 40 points. Like, this shit don't even make no sense, bro. I mean, this should be an absolute slam spot for the Hornets. I just don't understand it, man. I really don't. I mean, you look at the Hornets. Yeah, they've struggled. Okay, they lost 10 of their last 11 games. They didn't look great against the 76ers. I know all that, but the Wizards are even worse, man. Like I get that they're both bad teams, but man, when it comes to picking your poison, I much rather trust the Hornets over the Wizards. I'm telling you, the best play in this game is LaMelo Ball. He is going to absolutely snap in this game. So I like LaMelo for a 30 piece tonight. I would not be surprised if he don't hit a 40 clip. I think he balls stupid in this game. So you can get LaMelo for 30 plus points at a plus 135. Man, put it on my Christmas list. I like it. All right. And I'm on the Hornets here. I think the line is disrespectful as fuck. All right, we got the Bulls taking on the Celtics. I think this is one of the best prop games on the board tonight. So you got the Bulls getting 14 points, another team that plays absolutely no defense. I don't even think they know how to spell defense. And you got the Celtics laying 14 points at home. And here's my big thing: the Celtics coming off of extended rest. They have been balling stupid at home after having extended rest of time. Um, and I know the Celtics laying big numbers have not been profitable. They have not been covering big spreads, but they have been after a certain amount of time of being out. And that's exactly what we have here. The Bulls getting 14 points might look kind of good, but at the same time, if the Celtics come out here and play Celtics ball, they win this game by 20 points. You know, you got a total, the highest total on the board tonight by far, 240.5 in this game. Do we think them points are coming from the Bulls? I don't really think so. I think there's a couple guys that you really need to look at in this game. Obviously, I think you need to look at Tatum in this game. I know there's a lot of mouths to feed on this Celtics team, and that makes it hard to pinpoint certain players for props on this team because there's so much love that needs to be spread around. In games like this, I can see Tatum coming out and dropping a 30 clip. Uh, Pritchard has been dropping threes like no one's business. I like Pritchard for his threes. They're probably around like 2.5, somewhere around there. Um, on the Vucevic probably has a huge game. Like this is a prop game made in heaven. I think this is where you go and take some of your props. Like I said, I like the Celtics and Bulls game to go over. I'll lay the points with the Celtics here, but I'm not running to the window for that one. I love Tatum tonight for 30 points. It's at a plus 120. I like, where is, let me see. Pritchard is at, where you at, bro? You can get, oh my God, bro, Pritchard. They got Pritchard price ridiculous. All right, never mind, man. Back out on Pritchard. Bro, they're giving us Pritchard 3+3s at a minus 235. They are fucking stupid. You can get the 4+3s at a minus 105. It's not worth it. That's not worth it to me. I'm sorry. I'm not paying that price. Don't get me wrong. Paying Pritchard has been nailing threes like crazy, but 3.5 at a minus 105, I can't do it, bro. I'm not. I'd rather take the 3.5 with Derek White at a plus 120 or Kobe White or someone like that. But like I said, I do like the over here. And Tatum for 30 plus points is probably a good look for me as well in this game. All right, let's keep it moving. Here's another game that I am kind of scratching my head on here, but I think it's the right side. You guys know, um, I love backing the Rockets, man. I mean, the Raptors. You guys know that. But this is another thing I kind of been talking about almost all year. Um, we like backing the Raptors when they're underdogs. Okay, the Raptors are favored tonight, which is something that literally we have not seen all year long. This is the first game that the Raptors are favored. And you guys can look that shit up. Believe me, I already stat checked myself. This is the first night that the Raptors have been favored all year. Yes, they're at home. I still can't do it. Damn, bro, we gotta hurry up because my phone. I don't know why my phone don't be charging on these fucking shows, bro. I was wondering when my screen was getting so black, bro. It's because my fucking phone's dying. Bro, this shit's probably gonna cut out again, y'all. Hopefully it's charging. Hopefully it will stay on, but we'll see. All right, so we've actually been rolling. Like I'm moving quick as fuck, so I want to keep it up. Um, what was I saying on this? The Raptors are favored. We're not taking them. I'm taking the Nets here. It's the only thing I could do, man. I mean, we've never backed the Raptors as a favorite, and to be fair, the Nets were making us a ton of money. The Nets are not a bad covering team. 15-10 and 1 against the spread. Are the Nets 15-10 and 1 against the spread? I mean, I gotta go with it here, man. There's just no way around it for me. I have to go with it here. Give me the Nets. Not my favorite game, but I think it's crazy, to see the Raptors favored here. Maybe the books are correct by favoring them in this spot because I like the way the Raptors been playing. I just personally can't do it, man. I like Barrett always like Barrett's PRA. Y'all know that, but here I think we fall off this game and just kind of keep it pushing. Um, Next game we got the Pelicans taking on the Rockets. Easy, easy, no question thought for me in this game. I mean, dude, this is a fucking Rocket spot. One thing that I've been talking about all year with y'all has been Rockets at home, right? We do not fade the Rockets at home, guys. We don't do it. The Rockets laying 9 points is okay with me. They're playing the Pelicans, and we have talked mad shit on the Pelicans all year long, and I feel the same sentiment here. I'm not backing the Pelicans, man. 9 points or not, it does not matter to me. Rockets are clearly the better team. They're at home where they just play ridiculous ball. The total is low in this game, and it worries me a little bit. It's at a 217.5. So laying this many points with a total that low, you guys know a lot of things have to go right in order for us to cover that number. And this is why it did not make like a premium play or anything like that for me. But we're only in December, and the Pelicans are honestly playing like they're already looking towards next year. Like, we can't back a team like that, y'all. And like I said, the Rockets play their best ball at home. We don't fade them at home. It's like one of the main key things that we have followed this NBA season. So I'm not falling off here. Here's another one. All right, we got the Grizzlies taking on the Warriors. I mean, this was another really easy call for me. You got the Grizzlies at home laying 2 points, really good number. You got the Warriors getting 2 points on the road. We got a total of a 236.5 locked up on both sides at a minus 110. You got a plus 105 for the Warriors, and you got the Grizzlies at a minus 125. Now, y'all, the Warriors have been too inconsistent. Okay, I love backing the Warriors on the road. We literally call them the Road Warriors for a reason. They are a terrific road team, and we're getting points with them here. But they just have not looked the same. And you know, this Grizzlies team has seriously been under the radar, man. And I've been saying this all year long as well. When the Grizzlies are home and John Morant is on that floor, we do not fade this team, bro. You don't. And we're getting a great price with them tonight at a minus 125. I love the Grizzlies tonight. So this team alone, they're 11-4 against the spread at home alone. 11-4 against the spread this year. So if y'all been listening to me and backing the Grizzlies at home this year, you have made a ton of fucking money. And there's no reason for us to fall off tonight. I mean, John Morant is playing. He's fucking hooping right now. I mean, it's just straight money back in the Grizzlies, man. So we're getting a really good price with them here. The Warriors are just so off and on. There's no reason for us to fade the Grizzlies here. None at all. I like the minus 125. I love the Grizzlies tonight. Give me John Morant for his PRA. And yeah, we'll be taking this one to the counter once again. We got the Hawks and the Spurs. All right, so I never got an answer from Oliver on this one. But I think I got a really good key like trend here, or not a what do we call them? A narrative, right? So we got the Hawks plus 1.5. You got the Spurs. Spurs are favored in this game. We got a total of a 234, slightly favored to the under. You get the Hawks at a minus 102. You get the Spurs at a minus 118. So I'm really interested to see how this goes. So I'm not backing the Spurs till I see them start to cover again. I mean, the Spurs have not covered a number, and I've been a victim the last two times trying to back the Spurs. They have not covered a game in six straight. All right. Um, every time I think we're getting a good number with the Spurs, it's not good enough. And here they are at home, and I can't do it, bro. I mean, I do like the Hawks in the underdog spot, and I've been saying this for the last 3 weeks. If I'm going to ever back the Hawks, it's going to be in the underdog role. And that's where they're at here. I think it's at a great price. The one thing that kind of scares me, uh, well, it don't really scare me, but we got to remember that this could be I guess like a revenge spot or something for Trae Young, right? Because think about it. Like, remember when we heard all that talk about Trae Young going to the Spurs? They were going to pair him and Wemby up. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? And then all of a sudden, the Spurs pick up Chris Paul, right? And I swore that there was shit on Twitter that you can't really confirm or not confirm. And I doubt the Spurs will say something like this, but it was definitely rumored that the Spurs didn't want Trae Young because he wasn't a winning basketball player. And now here he is, getting a going ball against them. I don't know, man. I mean, this could be a motivational spot for Trae Young to ball stupid tonight, right? So I just want to look at it at that angle as well. Like, I think Trae Young has a huge game. I'm going to take Trae Young's PRA just in case he does want to come out here and just be like, yeah, you motherfuckers wanted to take Chris Paul over me. All right, let's get it. And he goes out there and just fucking starts rolling dice in the middle of the Spurs court. Yeah, So give me give me the Hawks here. Give me Trae Young's PRA. We'll see what happens, man. All right, let's keep it moving, man. We're making really good time. We got the Clippers and the Mavericks. We got the Clippers and the Mavericks, man. Y'all tell me about this one. So you guys already know where I'm going here, man. Big Luca. Even though Luca's out in this game, Luca will not be playing, but I'm okay with that, bro. I'm okay. We seen the big question is Kyrie. Is Kyrie playing? That's the question. Because if Kyrie ain't playing, I might have to renegotiate this number. But this number does kind of say Kyrie's playing. I can't imagine them being a 4-point favorite with no Luca and no Kyrie. So I got to imagine Kyrie's playing. If you guys have any information on that, please let me know. Put it in the comments. But the number is telling me that Kyrie's playing. And we have seen the Mavericks with no Luca, and Kyrie has stepped up every single time. The Mavericks play great without Luca. They play even better with him. So I'm okay with the Mavericks here if Kyrie's playing. The Clippers have always been just overrated to me. I just don't like them, man. I mean, and Luca kind of deserves a day off, I guess. I mean, my man just put up a fucking 45-point triple double, y'all. Like, I get it. I really do. I get it. Like I get why he's not playing this game. But this is also another spot that we have seen plenty of times where Luca does not play and Kyrie comes out and plays extremely well, and the Mavericks actually look still really good. So I'm gonna lay the points with the Mavericks here at home. I think the Clippers are one of them teams that I have just always a little overrated, a little overvalued. I'm just not really that big on the Clippers, man. And the Clips last road game, they got smashed. And I know it was in Denver, but they got absolutely smashed on the road by the Nuggets. So I don't know, man. It ain't like going into Dallas is easy neither. We know it's no Denver, but Dallas is not that easy of a place to play neither. So I like the Mavericks here. I like Kyrie PRA to go over tonight if he's playing. If he's not playing, this game is a no bet. All right. Let's keep it moving, man. Let me see. We got what else do we got? We got a couple more, right? I don't know why I ain't got these written down though. I skipped all these games. I didn't write any of these down. So I ain't got no more tabs for this until we hit NFL. Unless they're up here. Nope, it looks like I forgot to write them. All right, we're gonna keep it moving, man. Who cares? We got the Nuggets and the Trailblazers. We got the. Oh wait, no, we don't. We got the Pacers and the Suns. I'm sorry. We got the Pacers and the Suns. The Pacers are getting 6 points. The Suns are laying 6 points. We got a total of 235 and a half. Looks like the Pacers here are a pretty big dog. Tough game. We're not betting this game at all. Um, I just feel like we can't pass up this many points with the Pacers. I mean, the Suns, this is a big favorite, and it's not a good look. I mean, the Pacers have not been a good road team, and I don't like backing the Pacers on the road, but they have recently been showing signs of them kind of turning a new leaf. So I don't trust the Suns laying big numbers. I don't like this game at all. Totals at a 235.5. So it kind of indicates that the Suns could have a big night because I don't necessarily see the Pacers snapping on the road. But at 6 is just too big of a number. Give me the Pacers in this game, but I'm not loving it at all. Um, this is an excellent fucking game tonight. We got the Knicks and the Timberwolves, and I got so many questions, bro. So you got the Knicks getting 2.5 points here, which you guys already know how I feel about the Knicks. You guys already know how I feel about the Timberwolves. These are two teams that I have talked a lot of shit on this year. Um, we got a total of a 213.5. Really, really low total. The Knicks are a plus 120 on the money line. The Timberwolves are a minus 142 on the money line. Um, I mean, guys, so this line to me screams Timberwolves, right? I get they're at home, but that's what kind of scares me. I'm worried that Cat is going to absolutely fucking snap tonight. I mean, he has a huge narrative tonight, right? I mean, he has a huge narrative tonight. Think about it. He was the number one, right? He was the number one overall pick and gets traded for Julius Randle. So if y'all are Carl Anthony Towns and you were the number one overall pick and you didn't want to leave, right? He didn't want to leave, but they made him leave anyway, and they took Julius Randle over him. How would y'all come out here and play tonight? I'm serious. How would y'all come out here and handle this game tonight? I think Cat goes fucking bonkers. And I'm worried about that. I am. Because I want to take the Timberwolves. I really do. But if Cat comes out here and has a huge ass game, there's a good chance that the Knicks could win this game. But then again, I still have my same feelings that I always have had about Cat, that I just think he's soft. I think he is a soft NBA player, man. And I stand on that. Does that mean that he's not going to have a good game? Absolutely not. Does that mean that he's a soft NBA player? Absolutely not. That's just my own opinions. I think he's soft as baby shit. But we'll see tonight. Because if there was ever a game for a Cat to come out here and ball stupid, I would say this is the one. Because, bro, he didn't want to leave that team, man. He said it multiple times that he didn't want to leave that team. And they still traded him for Julius Randle. So if there was ever a time that Cat's going to come out here and just act stupid, tonight's got to be it, right? So that is the one reason why I'm nervous about laying the points with the Timberwolves. The only reason why. So I'm going to take the Timberwolves on the money line at a minus 142. And we're going to take Cat's PRA tonight. And we'll see how it goes. All right. Next game we got the Nuggets and the Trailblazers. I'm not touching this game at all. I'm not even going to waste too much time on this. I like the Blazers in this game, +8. If there's any spot that we fade the Nuggets, it's always on the road. Here, they're laying a big number. Trailblazers are 7-5 against the spread at home. The value is on the Blazers here, but this is a no bet game for me. Then we got the Lakers and the Kings. You got the Kings laying 5.5. You got the Lakers getting 5.5. You got a total of a 229. Lakers at a plus 170. Kings at a minus 205. I'm on the Kings in this game, but this is once again no bet, no play for me. Kings are favored over the Lakers, and that kind of says a lot to me. Lakers have looked good, but they are one of the more inconsistent teams in the entire league. And that makes it very hard for me to back this team, even though they are looking good with the 5.5 here. I'm not going to lie. I can't do it. Kings are a big favorite for a reason. Light the beam. These boys are here. All right, let's keep it moving, man. Let me send a message to Callie real quick, and we'll get started. Let me see. Let me see. Where you at, Callie? All right. Hopefully, Callie will hop in here in a minute. All right. So we are going to be talking about college football. We got one game, and then we're going to end the show with NFL. Man, I ran through that college basketball card and that NBA card, man. I ran through that shit. Um, Imagine if I had to do the NHL again. Imagine. NHL card is ridiculous. By the way, we are going to go take. It starts at 7 o'clock. Callie said he's on his way. So Columbus Blue Jackets. This is my 7 o'clock parlay. We hit a huge one last night. Let's try to keep it alive. This ain't my favorite one. My other one is for later, but this is the 7 o'clock parlay. So you're going to go find Werneski, Zach Werneski on the Columbus Blue Jackets at a plus 340 for an anytime goal. You're going to click that, John. And then you're going to go over to the other 7 o'clock game, which is the Blues and the Lightning. And you guys are going to go and take Sorelli, anytime goal. He plays for the Lightning. His name's Anthony Sorelli at a plus 245. That gives you a plus 1418. So I'm going to put 250 on it, meaning $2.50, bitch, not $250. That pays $37.95. So $2.50 pays $37.95. We hit one yesterday, and I won like $55 on it on like $1. It was awesome. So, and I hit a plus 450 as well. So let's keep it up, man. I mean, this is just one of them, but this is definitely a bet I like, man. I mean, Werneski, he has been scoring a lot for Columbus, and Anthony Sorelli, he is a good goal scorer, and he's on a good power play line tonight. I think this is a really good spot. The Blues have Bennington in tonight, and we know he has not been a good goalie. He has been giving up a lot of goals. The Lightning are actually starting to show some kind of offense, and I think they have a pretty big power play advantage in this game tonight. So I like Sorelli anytime goal tonight. I know it's a bit of a long shot. Zach Werneski is straight value. That's what I got on that one. Werneski has been a goal scoring machine for Columbus. And we know the Devils can give up a lot of goals when they want. So give me Werneski here, anytime goal, and Sorelli, anytime goal. Two-leg parlay, 14-18. Let's try to get another one, man. All right, Callie's in the building, man. Let's get to the NFL. Callie, what's up, man?
Yo, happy Thursday.
Yes, sir. Happy Thursday, man. Been a while. How you doing?
Good about you.
I'm doing good, man. Trying to make these people some money tonight. All right, we're gonna hop right into it, man. I just went over all the basketball. So we got one college football game tonight, and we got one NFL game tonight. I appreciate you coming in and talking it with me. So let's not even waste any time, man. Let's get right into it, bro. So the first college football game, well, the only college football game we got tonight is what is it? Sam Houston, right? Who are they playing? Sam Houston is playing. Trying to find it. Let me see here.
You
I don't know
broke
why
up.
it's not letting me get off of
Sorry,
NHL.
it broke up on me for a second. I don't know why. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
I don't know why I did that. What were you saying?
Sure. Go ahead. It's Georgia Southern, right?
Yeah, for tonight's game.
Yeah, 7 o'clock it starts. I mean, I'm more or less listening to you on this one. I know my guys got to play on this game. I'm not really leaning aside. I'm not big on this game. I'm not betting it. I know Sam Houston has been the better team. I know they have had a great year. But honestly, this line, man, I mean, you're getting 3.5 points with Sam Houston. I thought they were the better team, but I guess I'm mistaken. Georgia Southern is laying 3.5 points on the road, nonetheless, or is this a neutral site?
It's in New Orleans.
All right, so you got 48.5 here as a total. I mean, unless I'm tripping, I mean, I want to take Sam Houston here. But I really don't know. I don't know where to go here because I don't know either one of these teams. I thought Sam Houston was the better team. It looks honestly, I'm looking at this right now. It looks like this line opened up at a 6 and it has moved all the way to a 3.5. So I don't know where you at on this, Callie. I'm leaning Sam Houston with the points.
Yeah, I think it got almost a 7 at some places, but um, moved all the way up because of the transfer news with Sam Houston. Like we know, you've got to be careful with the non-playoff games in terms of who you're getting, who you're not getting with this transfer portal. However, like we saw last night with Western Kentucky, uh, why the move came back was that a lot of these guys for Sam Houston are going to play. So even though the transfer portal is happening, they are still going to be there. Two sides of it. After seeing Western Kentucky yesterday, we had James Madison was our max play yesterday. It was a little hairy, but it got there, and I knew what we had in terms of a quarterback. I knew what we were going to have to overcome. Fortunately, James Madison's running game strong enough. I felt pretty good about it. It ended up having a really nice passing game overall. I think they could have scored, a lot more than they did. They dominated the first half and still were behind early. Did a nice job coming back and playing really nice defense. But you look at tonight, and with what is now returning for tonight's game, even with that transfer portal, I think it's still too many points. I took the +4 tonight with that number. I also I'll wait till we go over the NFL game, but I made a parlay as well that included Sam Houston money line that I thought was fairly valuable with the offsetting time of the two football games as well. If you do make yourself a decent sized wager, you are able to hedge out a little bit or try to middle if you do decide to take something big. So I do like how these two games are offset a little. I do like the +4 tonight. We'll find out, what this conference is about. After Western Kentucky gets beat yesterday, if Sam Houston goes down tonight, obviously there's going to be questions, but I think the +4 is too much, and we will be riding with Sam Houston.
All right, that's good to hear. I mean, I'm with you. I mean, I gave out Western Kentucky on the money line last night. So, I mean, come on, man. I'm just not that great at college football, but I mean, I'm gonna rock with you here as well. Like I said, just looking at it, honestly, to be fair, the line jump, if I didn't know all that about the transfer portal and everything you told me, I would have started being like, okay, we're taking Georgia Southern. But knowing all that, and that's the reason why I still like Sam Houston here. Sam Houston has the better defense. I mean, and I could the numbers say it.
And Georgia
Georgia
Southern,
Southern,
they've been making a point to get out of that triple option too. They've been making their time slowly but surely, kind of like Georgia Tech too, where they've been taking time to get out of that triple option, which to me, I mean, in a short bowl kind of situation, I think it kind of hurts them because nobody wants to get chop blocked for 60 freaking minutes in the last game of your career/season. But, Georgia Southern needs this win, obviously. That only means so much. They've played poorly in their last few bowl games, and it would mean a lot for them. Obviously, they think they've played a better conference schedule, but I just think that in this game, getting over the field goal here is a big situation, and guys are. I think something that we haven't thought about before is these guys are now with the NIL situation. They're basically putting on an audition. This is a
Yep.
game for all these guys to go out now and show everybody, tell them you've already declared that you're going somewhere else. And this is the opportunity to show a lot of those new schools, maybe bigger schools that are watching, because as we get closer and closer to New Year's, these games are going to keep getting bigger. So it's kind of an audition on the national stage for all these guys right now.
Yep, I agree. Um, you know, I like I said, you can argue Georgia Southern has the better offense here, but I just think that Sam Houston comes in here. Georgia Southern did miss their conference race, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're yeah. I mean, you could argue that might be something to lean here with that, but nah, man, it's Sam Houston all day here for me as well. All right, let's get into this NFL game, man. Um, we got Thursday night football tonight, guys. If you have Amazon Prime, you can watch it for free. You don't have to worry about Stream East, or none of that shit. You can just watch it on Amazon Prime. But we got the Broncos and Chargers going head to head here. You got the Broncos as an underdog in this game, getting 3 points where you got the Chargers laying 3 points after they just got absolutely picked apart uh by the Buccaneers, man. Absolutely picked apart. Tonight we got a total of 41.5 locked up on both sides at a minus 110. And we got a Denver Broncos team coming in at a plus 120 on the money line, and we got the Chargers at a minus 142. I got some VIP plays in this game that I got to keep, close to my heart here. But I will give you guys the under in this one. Callie, I like the under here. Um, we know whoever wins this game, I don't want to say 100%, but whoever wins this game basically gets in the playoffs, right? I mean, come on. I mean, a lot would have to happen for the winner of this game not to make the playoffs. So the way I see it, the winner of this game basically gets in the playoffs. So this game is extremely important. We also have two really good defenses showing up tonight that I think will. Chargers, and I know it's kind of weird because I just said we've seen the Chargers get picked apart, but that's exactly why I think this defense shows up big tonight. Um, I know the Broncos defense will show up. They always do. They have a really good defense. Chargers defense is really good as well. Uh, the Broncos are very good. They are. I like this team a lot. But let's be honest. You could argue that they should have lost that game to the Colts. They really should have. If it wasn't for that stupid rookie move that Taylor did, they would have they probably would have won that game. So I mean, I think the Broncos are not a favorite here for a reason. And I think it's because the Chargers have a good chance of winning this game. And if they do, they're going to do it with their defense. And I truly believe that. So I like the under 41.5 here. I think we're in for a really ugly game. I think the Chargers defense was embarrassed in that last game with the Bucks. I think they show up big tonight. I think they hold the Broncos down. I think the Broncos answer in kind and show another good defensive, attempt tonight. I think it's just going to be a low scoring field goal, ugly type of game. One of my dog of the day, but it's a prop today, is going to be Khalil Mack for a sack at a plus 135. Love that play. If you want to get crazy at plus 475, you can take a Broncos uh special teams or defensive touchdown. It's happened in their last two games. I could see it happening again tonight. But again, that's a big risk. But that's where I'm at tonight, Callie. My play is going to be the under.
Yeah, I can't can't disagree with you. On top of that, Herbert with the injury. it's going to be tough for him to really be too mobile, which, helps the defense knowing that, plays aren't going to really be able to be extended. He's going to want to get rid of it quickly. It's going to change the way the game plan is. And quite frankly, it'll lead to shorter passes, more runs, and probably more clock management with, a coach that already wants to control clock like Harbaugh. So, but yeah, like you said, the Broncos would clinch if they do win tonight. If they don't win tonight, I think they have like a between 65-70% chance to still get in. And then if the Chargers win, I think it's a 97% chance they're in, and like 75% chance that they lose. So, both these teams aren't, in this need win. But I would say, the Broncos, with the situation they are, definitely would like to end it today and, get this thing finished, especially going against as weak of a Herbert as I feel like he'll get right now. He really needs an off week. He needs a little bit of time to heal. He's been so beat up. So the week with the extended time off after tonight, hopefully he makes it through as well as he can. But I think that, that under is a good play. I expect, clock management and ball control. And we know that both these teams are going to want to emphasize defense, where it's been a bit of a struggle the last few weeks.
Yep, absolutely. You got any player props or anything for this one?
Yeah, I got one VIP. Well, I got two, actually. I got a VIP player prop, and then I have a free one as well. I like Nick's over his rushing yards. I think it's gone up. I've heard a bunch of people on it too, and it's kind of, fashionable. But I do think that probably a lot of more third downs, I think, tonight than what we're used to. I think a lot of people got fooled by that game we saw a few weeks ago where the Broncos looked like the greatest show on turf there for about a quarter and a half. They were just airing it out and hitting guys wide open against the Browns or what was that game?
It's not really their style.
It wasn't, but there was about a quarter and a half where all of a sudden they looked like an absolute aerial assault. They look like the Timmy Chang Hawaii days on PlayStation 2 right there. It was pretty good. So I think there is still a little bit of, confusion. And to be honest with you, the public, I feel like a lot of people don't know Bo Nix that well. I mean, if you're not a big college fan, you probably didn't follow him very much. If you're not an SEC fan, you probably didn't follow him very much. And, until a few weeks ago, people didn't have a clue who he was until they started having him with the AR conversation. So I do think that he's done a really nice job of maturing. He's leading the team really well. And with a defense like they have, I think it puts them in a very comfortable and favorable spot. So I think that, I'd maybe look at field goal props as well. Look at some type of field goal situation. I think there'll be a decent amount of them tonight. And like I said, I do lean the under with you. And I do lean the over rushing props for Knicks. My VIP prop of the day, I will give out. It is the under 11.5 or under 11 rushing yards for Herbert tonight. I mean, you're already going to lose it with some sacks you'd expect, and I don't think he's going to want to be scrambling in the very slightest unless it's going lateral out of bounds to try to avoid something. So I would expect him to want to stay out of any kind of harm, get rid of the ball quickly.
Yeah, I love that play.
He's already not a runner, so we already know this. But especially tonight, I would expect him to want to get rid of the ball, get it out of his hands quickly, whether that's through the air, to a back. So those are my two. And my other play for VIP today with NFL is that under. I took the under 41.5, I believe, as well.
Dude, that is such a smart play. That Herbert under his rushing yards, it makes no sense in the world for him to be rushing that ball. No,
I mean, you
because
figure
they have a good.
You figure that even, a sack is going to hurt him. You figure what's he going to get sacked? At minimum, 3 times a night, let's say? Would you say?
Definitely. I would, yeah.
So,
I think we're going to see a lot of sacks on both sides tonight.
And all it really takes is one, because with he already does not have interest in running the ball. We've seen this forever. He's not going to want to do it hurt, and they're not going to game plan around him doing it in the slightest. They're telling him, I'm sure, to get rid of the ball as soon as he can. And, they've already seen what's happened around the league with other quarterbacks. So playing him with, already a bum foot is not great. but I think that's a good spot. I think it's a good number. It keeps coming down. I think I saw 10.5 somewhere else too. But yeah, it would surprise me. And you know what? Hey, end of the game comes and Herbert decides to take a knee. There's a couple of yards too. How many people
Yep.
have been screwed by that one in their day?
I love it, dude. I love that play. It's just smart. It's just smart and just good capping because seriously, just think about it. He's already kind of got the whole like, he's on alert type of thing with injury. Chargers got a very good chance of making the playoffs. They don't want any kind of risk at all. It would be so stupid for him to run the ball at all. There's just no reason. Dude, I love that play. I think it makes so much sense. Um, all right. Let's get out of here. Um, I do want to give you guys a play from the AI, but I don't like it at all. Um, it is it is it's Bo Nix passing touchdowns over 1.5 at a minus one. I mean, at a plus 130. He's hit this number in 7 of the last 3. He's supposed to get 1.96 tonight. I don't like this play by the bot tonight at all. So I'm just going to leave that out there. I don't like it, but that's the favorite play from the bot. I know you guys like hearing what it likes, but I don't like that at all tonight. The favorite touchdown scorer for the bot tonight is uh Quentin Johnson uh tonight. So his money line's at a plus 270. They project him at it the line is supposed to be at a minus 122, but it's at a plus 270. So they like that play. And it's hit in 6 of the last 10 games. So Quentin Johnson anytime touchdown is what the bot likes. All right. Anything else, Callie? You want to give your VIP and everything a shout out real quick, and then we'll get out of here.
Yeah, I've got a little personal parlay tonight. Parlayed both the underdog money lines at 5-1 tonight. Took the Broncos money line, took Sam Houston money line. Kind of played it as well, where if Sam Houston takes care of business early, then I might have either a middle spot or a hedge spot with that 5-1. So we'll see with tonight on that. Yeah. Otherwise, you can find me on Twitter, California Wager, Instagram at California Wager as well, TikTok, all of those fun spots. I have a dub club. I'm also now working with Odd Shopper. They've got some really good EV tools, so I've been utilizing them. Both of my VIP are available through there or as well through my Twitter. I'm doing a $25 special all access right now through New Year's for everybody. So it's a really good deal. We won our max play yesterday. We swept the board 4-0 yesterday. We're 11-2 in our last 13 max plays, and it's been a great run. We're 37-9 in our last 46 college basketball plays as well. So it's been really consistent. And yeah, cleared house on a nice $28,000 weekend of football between 6 different parlays that we had that came down to the Falcons on Monday night. So it was our biggest earnings ever for a weekend of football. So it's been really exciting. 6-1 as well for college football for the bowl season so far. 3 games tomorrow. Obviously, we get started with the playoffs tomorrow night with Notre Dame. So it's going to be very exciting. And then we do have a play tomorrow morning, that 9 a.m. game for Ohio. We'll go, and that not Miami, Ohio, but the real Ohio. So,
Come on.
but but yeah, so it'd be fun, and obviously I'll try and pop in with you as much as I can. I'll be back over on the coast for the holidays, so try to jump in with you as much as we can, and otherwise we'll be running free plays as much as possible, and just cruising along with VIP.
Love it, man. Love to hear it, dude. So tomorrow we are going to have an early show. I'm gonna start the show at 10:30 tomorrow morning. so I can have it done. So we're going to have a real early show tomorrow morning, like we used to do. So Callie, obviously, you're welcome always. Um, so if you want to join, just let me know, and I'll send you the link over. So we are going to be starting early tomorrow, just so everyone knows. I will do the giveaway tomorrow morning for tonight. So make sure I'm going to give you guys time. And now we got over 100 people in here. So this is about the number we usually have in here. So everyone knows I'm giving you time tonight. Tomorrow, by the end of the show, you have to have your retweet in and you have to be following the outlet underscore SV on Twitter to qualify. So you got all night tonight to hit the retweet that is posted on my profile on Twitter. You hit that retweet tomorrow, you're going to be put into a spin wheel and picked. The winner is going to send me a number between 1 and 7, and the number you pick is going to be the prize you get. So I'm doing a 7-day giveaway for Christmas. So for the next 7 days, all the way up to Christmas Day, I'm going to be picking one person who retweets the post that's pinned to my profile each day, and you have a chance to win them prizes that are posted on the post. So go check that out. Hit the retweet. Make sure you guys are following the outlet underscore SV on Twitter to be a part of that. Um, so you guys have a chance to win some cash prizes. Your favorite sports team coffee mug, your favorite sports team baseball hat or football hat, whatever, any kind of hat you want for your favorite team, and some free VIP options. So go check that out, man. Be a part of the giveaway and make sure you guys keep tuning in to Plug Talk. Callie, again, man, I really appreciate you coming on and spending your time with us. Always knowledgeable, and dude, always love when you come on. So definitely appreciate it. All right. Tomorrow, guys, Plug Talk, 10:30. I'll see you guys there. Callie, have a great night. Everyone have a great night. Let's make tonight a winning one. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning.